Yo, this is Dova Blackhat Gaming. I do RPG games like Elder Scrolls and Fallout and many more. Subscribe to see more and enjoy the video.
Time to end this little game.
Shitting all
We're in for it. Kill him while you still can.
prick. You're somehow bathed in your blood. You dare? Weak. Feel the brunt of the I'll gouge.
This sword is for justice.
Hang you from your
Time to strike. Bet you regret this now. Don't savage.
Too easy.
Sneaky little brick.
Smart, yeah?
Feel the brunt of taste metal.
Take this!
Shitting all.
Too slow.
Great for the throat.
Slowly. You watch.
Time to strike. Time to strike.
All according to plan.
Gods, look how fast these orcs have built over the ruins. I can see why the Bretons fear them so much. Ave. From the scouts' assessments, orc capabilities range from small artillery, arrows and such, to the main bulk of their arsenal, which are the blunt weapons stolen from the sacked depot within Deep Crack. Reports have spoken of them fostering great hounds, so avoid these beasts if you want to keep your limbs from rotting. Their incisors are known to be coated in the foulest fluids. Apart from that, standard affair. We'll break through their ranks in closed formation, shields raised. The knights will deal with the larger orcs as we strike at the archers. Go with grace.
There's nothing like a stroll through the woods.
Hold fast. I'll break every bone in your body.
You're smart, yeah?
You'll suffer for that.
What a chump.
There once was a hero named Lucian Flavius, whose singing and writing and looks were just marvelous. Let's take Roda!
Straight for the throat. And wait to see you hang from a pipe.
Fighting a daughter of Cold Harbor.
Savage. Feel the brunt of the Empire.
You're pretty good out there. Nice work. I'm glad we're here together, if you know what I
Out
mean.
with it. Since we've lost contact with many of our orc consorts, having been cut off from the enclaves, their motives are ultimately left to what we can infer. Looking at where they strike and when, it seems not to be out of some savage streak. Rather, they're distracting us from something. In every instance when we find ourselves combating these vandals, a whole slew of refugees will be seen making their way through the crags of the Reach, following this hidden route to some unknown. We've sent scouts to tail them, yet we haven't retrieved anything valuable in terms of where the orcs are going or who's organizing them. We were foolish to underestimate the orcs' cunning. Even a dullard can see how fruitless their violence has been up to now. I sincerely believe they're being sent on forlorn missions, with no hope of survival. There's a grander scheme at play here, we just have to uncover it. Attempt to piece together and rebuild this fractured outpost with the help of the garrison to the east, and try to root out any remaining radicals. But between you and me, I wish I wasn't even here in the first place. The situation in the Reach is quite frankly hopeless. Serve the Empire. These barbarians are vicious, but simple. Use your wits to your advantage.
Finally, someone came. Please, get me down from here already.
I doubt they've ever faced a force so
Oh,
fierce.
thank you. My wrists.
How are you doing, love?
Get me out of here. Away from this place. Gods, I feel sick.
It's of principal importance, and not for reasons that are immediately apparent. Rather, the value in Deepcrag has a more intangible aspect. Precedence. Deepcrag could consist of a shed and a bucket, yet it would still make us irreducibly vilified if we had lost it. And that precedence is what we want to stay clear of. We don't want more daring opportunities to lunge at us when we are weakest. That's a situation that can cascade and destroy everything we've built here. Our reputation in High Rock is, at present, dismally low. We cannot lose further rapport with our Bretonic allies. They will find us more of a burden than an aid, and will seek to sever ties with us swiftly. So if we lose High Rock, what with what's going on in Skyrim, well, we may as well lose the entire Empire. After all, what is an empire without its subjects? Isn't that the question we're all looking to answer? You'd think the Empire's multi-century stay here would have stifled racial tensions somewhat, but they just keep the old feuds going, with no signs of relief. These particular orcs who sacked our outpost, however, well, that's an even more startling development that has no rational impetus, at least to our knowledge. They've dug themselves deep in the middle of the kingdom, surely knowing that we'll use any and all means to tear them out. It's not a question of if we're going to take back what's ours. It's when. There must be some deeper scheming at play here. Maybe they intend to distract us from something that spells even greater bloodshed. Or am I imparting too much reason onto an ultimately fickle race whose sole priority it is to conquer? Could be. Yet they've had ample opportunity to act on that vengeful streak, seeing as it's been nigh 200 years since its raising. Though, since the Great War, we know that the crimes of our forebears will find us suffer the same indictments. Seems we're all locked into the past, and the future is forever beholden to history. Stagnation predicates itself on the adoration of yesteryear. I'm not just a sheath. In times of relative peace, I try to work on my humanity. Makes it all the easier to conduct diplomacy in this land. My soldiers tell me of your skill in battle, and have reported that you did what you were sent for. Thus, you'll be rewarded generously. Also, have a look at this. Seems Mortafane is in need of a mercenary. Apparently those witchmen up in the valley ran with something very dear to him. Seeing that you've excelled in helping our forces with that assault, I'm sure you'll be more than enough for whatever he has in store. If you're keen on following through on that bounty, then your first course of action is to keep your voice low and have your intentions clear. Mortafane has a tendency to conjure agendas and plots where there aren't any, and strangers like yourself make the perfect suspect. He can be cooperative if you're candid, as we've attempted to be in the past, mostly to our detriment. He leaves us alone largely, as we provide ancillary support for trade and arms, and we leave him alone to engage in his twisted method of politics. You've enough resolve to face Mortafane if you had enough to engage those rampaging orcs. Don't let my horror stories scare you from any potential fortunes. Go with grace.
What's that? Make yourself busy.
Not often mercenaries come waltzing into my chamber. Fortunately, I'm in need of an errand boy. Just 2 days ago, my guard butchered a small group of witchmen just outside the city walls. The first time in a while they've come this close. They butchered all but one that left for the hills deep within the valley, and by coincidence, a necklace of mine went missing. Hearing you speak of such relics like they were common jewels makes me sick. This amulet is what keeps you in this town safe. I shouldn't become riled with naivety. Off you go, lest you forfeit the gold you desire and forgo the safety you'll have within my walls.
Providing for them doesn't erase the past, but perhaps it's a step towards atonement.
Wow, this temple truly looks like something else.
Hello. Not good enough. Raymond's the name. Though in Cyrodiil they say it as Raymond. I studied there. Thought it was my ticket into the good life, only to end up back here. However, in retrospect, I wouldn't have it any other way. As we speak here, a lot of innocent blood is being spilled. And if I want to do something about it, there's no point in staying where it's safest. Until recently I used to, yes. Quite a bit of fun, too. Never leaving Anima without a shiv hidden in your boot. Now you need a bloody armed escort. Oh, a lot. Probably enough to be a bit biased, truth be told. Make no mistake, they were always savages who couldn't stomach civilization and would sooner gut you than explain why. But their ways have sustained their lot for several eras, whereas we drift from one failed empire to another. Know them too well for that. At the same time, I know enough to keep an open mind. It's the ones we're up against that are truly beyond redemption. They may not be different at all. Like I said, I'm very subjective regarding this matter. Many people only see the madmen of the Reach, blades drawn. But in my travels, I was able to catch them just going about their lives. Like little tykes catching frogs by the river, or young gals painting on each other's faces to look like whites. Imagine fighting someone like that. Oh, how I ran on that day. It was all gone, however, when the kind of folks you've met started growing in numbers and slaughtered whoever wouldn't fall in line. But you know what? Those weren't many. Some escaped, but it seems that most were genuinely interested in these new, even more dark and savage ways. You must be the 5th mercenary he sent after his baubles. 3 of them dropped the venture entirely as soon as I told them what they're going up against. And the other 2 never returned. Let's hope you're the exception. The cave is located up the valley, past the exile camp and close to the falls. Also, I must beg you a favor. If you do manage to return, could you tell me of anything you find within the cave? Particularly anything related to the Dreveni? Or anything pertaining to Daedra worship? We're stumped as to what's making these witchmen so feral, and any findings you tell me of will contribute to this research. I'll tell the other priests of your help. May Stendarr grant you strength in your quest. There is, but be warned, this mode of travel isn't used often, for obvious reasons. First being that you're never sure if you'll come out the other side in one piece. If you're eager to see it, follow me.
We're wasting time here.
Oh, Kadeen! And the maggot comes forth. Oh! Years ends here. Oh!
Well, you asked for it.
Foos! I am her vessel. The flesh is weak. Foos! Roda! The worm will conquer the mountain. Kadeen!
Good night.
Always a pleasure to make a grand entrance. Though, next time, perhaps a bit less dramatic.
I'm calling it.
Power slash!
You release me.
You can't hold a candle to me.
This place makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's not stick around here for too long.
Out of the
I'll handle it. Futile effort.
Wait.
This is but a flash of power.
The unending.
Make them rot. Embrace the ugly.
Must.
Another victory.
Not very impressive.
Only. Hey, you. Over here. I was in the middle of a bleeding act. Obviously. Hope you hate drama well enough to help me botch it. Aren't I indeed? I can also curse you with eternal errand running. If you don't help me. Good. Not great until they give it whiskey flavor, but good. Here's hoping me intestines aren't leaking.
I was hoping it wouldn't smell this bad.
Feeling better already. Now, I owe you one, don't I? The thing is, I obviously have nothing to repay you with, unless our clothes are the same size. How about you find me beneath Evermore once I make it out of this hole? Look for Björn, and don't worry, I won't skip town. I can live well enough without hired thugs on my trail.
Let's finish our business here quick.
The beautiful one of the unending silence.
Their soul.
Thank you. Eliminating threats. That's enough out of you.
From the flesh.
Weapons up. I sense something.
There you are.
On your belly.
Show yourself.
Cheers.
You let your guard down. That's enough out of you.
Dark and damp. Dank, if you will.
Out of the darkness.
Where'd you come from?
I am her vessel. Flesh is weak.
trail. The unending silence.
I see through you.
If you can. We may be in.
Target acquired.
Did you even see them coming? Never mind. Let's do this.
I don't mind.
What have you got?
Ashes to ashes.
Rocks and valleys, crevices and hiding places. This is the kind of place where hermits and fanatics dwell. You'd fit right in. I'm kidding.
This cave reeks of urination. Ugh.
Allow me to demonstrate.
You have my back, and I'll... Ow! Are you okay? Just stay close and you'll be done. Time to end this. Ineffective.
Such a weakness.
Take that.
You're outmatched.
Update.
Fight's on.
You're moving to die. Do you honestly think you stand a chance?
Ow. Take this.
Come at me.
Your efforts are futile against my resolve.
Their soul.
It's over. guard down. You won't defeat us.
You did pretty good out there. Nice work. This place makes me feel a little... uneasy. Let's not stick around here for too long.
Five, Z!
Providing for them doesn't erase the past, but perhaps it's a step towards atonement.
Good sword!
Evil one appeared.
All right, let's do this.
Real. Flash. I am her vessel. The unending silence.
I knew I heard something. Back to dust.
Are you all right?
Keep your beast under control.
Oh, it's on.
You're wasting my time.
Fighting a daughter of Cold Harbor. Well, you've made a big mistake.
Touch. From the flesh.
out of the darkness.
I am the worm. Tablet and the drop consume you, mother.
To the void.
Oh, it's on.
I'll handle it.
The worm will conquer the mountain. The flesh is weak.
You honestly think you stand a chance?
Taste my
In
steel.
her vessel. The tears and
I cannot die. I made someone a promise.
Well, you asked for it. Trying to end. Immediately.
Unfettered is our spine.
Render soul.
Tough day for you.
Embrace the idea.
Frail flesh. Frail flesh. Ow. Another child freed from their mortal. The unending silence.
Hope everyone enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And hit the bell icon. See you all on the next video. Enjoy life.
Freed from their